Hey guys, this is me Fathasgar, your host for today's video. So in this video we will start creating the third person shooter game in Unity. So first thing we have to open the Unity hub. So let me open the Unity hub. Just click on here and Unity hub is open. So I will click on new project and I will select the URP because it works well on Android devices too. So let me rename the project as TPS Unity, and wait a second. Okay, and then I will just click on create project to start creating the project and it will open the project. Okay, now the new project is created. We will just create an empty folder and name it as URP and put all the files in it so that it do not become messy, and just delete these. Wait a second, just delete these example assets and the scene is now clear. We will also just remove the fog and okay. So now the next thing we have to do is create an empty cube, and okay, or we can just add a plane, 3D plane, and just enlarge it. And now we have to just create a new folder and name it as materials. So and create a new material here and name it as floor. Just put it in here and that is it. So second thing we have to do is just import package manager, and then we have to go to a Unity registry and search for ProBuilder. Okay, ProBuilder, and just click on install. We will just design the environment for testing purpose and then we will start creating the game. So okay, now the ProBuilder installed, so we will just go to this and search for grid, and then we will click on this eye icon and select this one. So this texture comes with the ProBuilder, so then we have to just go to there and put 50 on 50 in the tiling so we can see the box is smaller. And now this is good floor, and then we will just go to tools, ProBuilder, and ProBuilder window. We are just creating the environment so that we can test our player when we create it. So just click on new shape and this tier. Okay, so if we double click on here, wait a second, let me put it in here. Okay, so our steer is this, which is a good thing. Let's make it a little bit smaller. Okay, that is it. So that's great. Just click on build, so it will create this steer, so we can then run our player on it to test that our player can move on the stairs. So just click on both so that it cannot let the shadow out, and create a new material shape. Sorry, we can just create a cube or a prism, but just a door. Just go with the cube first. So create with different sizes, 1 1 1 2 2 2, and that is it. We will just place these cubes in the other things, so just name it as 3x3x3 cube, and similar like here 1 1 1, and this is 2 by 2 by 2, and okay, let's add the material in here. Okay, so as that our cube is too small, we can see that the tiling is not working correctly. These are too small. We will just create a new material and just name it as um, object, or we can just name it as 3x3x3 with 3x3 cube, and just select the grid here, ID grid, and put it in here. So as you can see, now this is looking awesome. We will just reset this transform and put it in the environment. So reset, and just here reset, then in here we will just duplicate these so that we can paste a few in the whole environment, so the environment look something filled. Okay, now the environment looking good. Okay, so just create an empty scene, an empty object, and name it as environment, and just put all the objects in it. Okay, now everything is organized. So the next thing we need is our character. So for character, I am going to use the Mixamo fuse to build the character. You can use any modeler to build your character. So as this is easy, so if you want the tutorial on the Mixamo fuse, how to use it, I will also create. Just tell me in the comment section, and we will go for, you can just select these things and create your character, and you can customize it in here, add the clothing and texture. You can also change the texture, so this all depends upon you. So I have already created a character, so we will go with this. Yeah, so this is my character. So if you want the tutorial on how to, I have already told you. So if you want tutorial, I will also create it. So the character is ready. You will just click on export model and obj, and click on packs, texture and UVs, and click on OK. So we will just create a new folder and name it as our layer, or we can just go in here and name it as TPS Unity main character. Okay, so it will export our model. So the next thing we have to do is rig our model. Here, wait a second, here is our model. So that's it. We will just click on create a new folder and name it as models, and put this character in it. So as we have our character is imported, so we will just go to our character and go to materials, extract material, or we can just create an empty material. Okay, empty material, and we will just name it as TPS Unity main character. Okay, so we will just paste our player here. You can see our player is too big for now. We will just resize it. Okay, now it is looking a bit smaller. Seconds. Okay, now it's good. So go to this shader, material, and put this in the base, this in the normal, and click on fix now. So if we put in here, so as you can see, our material is now okay. So put in everything. Okay, eyelashes. Okay, everything is okay. We will just decrease the smoothness. So now as you can see, the smoothness is a bit decreased. So here is our character. We'll just make it as 0 0 0 and 0. Okay, our object is here. So now we have to rig this character. So for rigging we will use the Mixamo-Fuse, which is an auto rigging tool, and it is also online. Okay, so once it loads, wait for a few seconds. Okay, once it loads we will just click on upload character and select a character file, and in the TPS Unity main character we will select this obj file and click on open. Set the things here like chin, wrist, elbows, knees and groin, and then click on next. So it will start auto rigging our character. Okay, now the character is rigged. So as you can see, this is now doing movements. So we will just click on next and next. So here is our character. You can put the animations in here. I will also provide the animation I will use in this video, so you can just download in from the link in the description. So just click on download and download. Now the file is downloading. We will just click on show in folder and drag the file inside our Unity. We'll just close this to make it more cleaner. So okay, so here is our model, which is the FBX file, which is also rigged. So if we go to rig and click on humanoid, we will just have to click on apply. So it is now a human character and it is identified by the Unity. So we will just go and paste it in here and delete our main character. So okay, so here is our main character. So we will just put this thing into our player. Okay, okay, okay. Now we have our player ready, and it is rigged. So we will just rename this player as player and just right click, prefab, unpack prefab completely. So now we have our player ready to be animated and to be put the code on it. So we will just go in here and create a new folder named as animation, and we will just create a new animator controller name as player, and we will put this animator controller in is. So okay, for now I am going to use these three animations. I will put the link in the description so you can download these three animations. So now we have to go to human, first one, and set it to humanoid, and just go to our character and put our character avatar in it and click on apply, or you can just click on create from this model. So that is it. So when you go here you will have to just select this which is green, this one green, this one green, and this one also green, and apply it. So in the we will have to do these thing with every animation. We have to go to rig humanoid and create from this model, apply, and then we have to come here and click on loop, and this tick through this, and this which is green. So we have just go to in here and click apply, and also same thing we have to do with this. So and we have to just put click on here, here and here, and then we have to click on apply. So now these three animations are ready to be used. So we have to just go to our player animator controller and double click on it. So here is our animator controller. Okay, so we have to just put on idle in the first state. So here from this state our player will do the idle animation. If we just click on play, as you can see our player is now doing the idle animation. Yeah, okay, so next thing we have to just put the walk here and name it as walk, and then we also put the run. So run, I think we have to align it like that. So this is our idle animation, this is our walk animation, and this is our run animation if I am true. Okay, so we have to go to parameters and create a new float. So name it as walk mag, which abbreviation for magnitude, and we have just create a new parameter, bool parameter, and name it as run. So we have to just create a new transition, right click in here and create new transition, and then right click on walk and create a new transition which will meet this idle. So we have to just remove this exit time and just click on plus, and when magnitude is greater than 0.1, so it will start working, and when magnitude is less than 0.1 it will go to idle state. So like that we have to make a transition to run. So when our run is true it will go to run animation, if it is not true it will go back to the walk animation. If walk is run is set to false, so it will directly go back to our walk animation. Okay, okay, now we have 3 animations ready, so we will just play this and see what will happen. Wait a few seconds. Okay, let me see. Okay, so if we just run it will do nothing because we are in the idle state for now. If we just click on make it 5, so our player will walk. So whenever we will increase and decrease this value we will go from these situations, like now this is running. So if we go to 5, so it will start running this animation. If we start this, so it will start running. So that's how the all things work. So we will control this by a script. So we have to go to a player and add a new component. We have to name it as player controller, and wait for a few seconds. Okay, player controller. When you double click on it it will open the Visual Studio. So in here we have to just go to the update method. We have to write vector 3 input vector, and we will save vector 3 and input dot get axis horizontal comma 0 comma input dot get axis vertical. So basically it will take our WASD keys and calculate if we are pressing it. So it will save in the input vector which we have just created. So then we have to just create a float input mag, and we have to say input vector dot magnitude. Okay, so now it will just create the magnitude of these values, this vector, and now we will save it inside our animator bool. We will set it to walk magnitude, so whenever we will press the keys it will just move our player. So we have to now here call public animator layer animator, and now under here we have to call the player animator dot set float, and then we have to write walk underscore magnitude. So also make sure that you have used the same spelling here, otherwise it will not run. So and then comma and our input mag. So it will put the values of input magnitude into this. So I hope you understand. So if we go to our debug, no, we cannot see it here. If we just click on play, so now wait a second, we have to put the animator in here. So if we press W, so our player will start moving. Wait a second, I have to just remove the simple camera controller and go to the scene to see everything is working correctly. And then wait a second, align with view. Okay, so now everything is ready. So if I press W, our player start walking. Yeah. So if I press A, S, D, our player just walks. So also as you can see, when I press any key, this value, wait a second, this value increases. So we are just making our calculating that if we are pressing the WSD keys, so that we can just put the value in here, and when the value changes, the player start moving. So that's the simple code to just start walking. So that's it for today videos. We will start the other things like running, shooting, and other things like multiplayer from the next lectures. So stay connected. Thanks and goodbye.